India, now a land of 1.4 billion people, of which around 100 million engage in incessant, relentless labor in all seasons and in all circumstances as if their lives depend on it. Well, it does. Their lives depend on any prevailing hope which agriculture is able to provide in an economy which is becoming increasingly industrialized, driving the wages in the sector to the brink of subsistence. Kisan, we call them lovingly, theoretically holding high regards in any Indian's eyes, but this regard doesn't translate in the market where they sell their produce. Left with no means, driving our very own food providers to suicides, the country stands at a grave position today. With diminishing faith in policies, changing governments, and continuous exploitation, this difficult route seems the easiest way out. But the industry persists. Hope among the people persists. The second largest agro-based economy of India with year-round crop cultivation generates a substantial amount of agricultural produce. But what it produces in more harmful quantities is waste, the crop residue, and the ultimate treatment of which is its burning. Without any legitimate system in place and inadequate sustainable management practices, approximately 92 tons of crop waste is set on fire annually in India, resulting in excessive particulate matter emissions and air pollution. It has become a major environmental issue that contributes to uncountable health concerns such as respiratory or bronchial dysfunction, along with global warming with poor air quality. These severe effects can still be harnessed, but with sufficient research and development focused on mitigating the issue. Composting, biochar production, and mechanization are three effective sustainable methods that can mitigate the problem while preserving the crop residue's nutrient content. Numerous measures and campaigns aimed at promoting sustainable management practices, such as converting crop residue into energy, have been implemented by the Indian government in an effort to mitigate this issue. However, the alarming increase in crop residue burning caused air pollution in Delhi and other northern regions of India observed in recent years, particularly in and after 2015, indicates that the problem is not yet under control. The solution to crop residue burning lies in the effective implementation of sustainable management practices in conjunction with government interventions and policies.
Located in the Trans-Gangetic Plains region or Agroclimatic Zone 6 is Punjab, the land of five rivers, naturally designating it a pedestal in the agricultural field. The fertile plain makes up the majority of the state. To the southeast are semi-arid and desert regions. To the northeast, at the base of Himalayas, is a belt of undulating hills. The Ravi, Beas, Satluj and Ghaggar rivers all flow in a southwest direction across the state. Punjab is also watered by a vast network of canals, with a total area of 5.036 million hectares, of which 293,000 hectares are covered in forests. The net area sown is 4.023 million hectares, which is 95.7% of the cultivable land. It has been providing 40% of the rice and 50 to 70 of the wheat for the past 20 years, and not only produces enough food to feed itself, but also contributes about 60% of its production to the nation. However, in 2022, it once again achieved the notorious distinction of having the highest number of stubble burning cases in North India. Data compiled by the Commission for Air Quality Management in National Capital Region and adjoining areas shows that out of the 15,461 cases recorded in the North Indian states and Madhya Pradesh, Punjab logged 12,112, nearly 80% of the cases. The figure was higher than what was recorded on this day over the last 2 years. Even after a large number of measures being taken, farmers continue to engage in this years-old practice. The farmers are unable to look for other options to treat stubble because the government has made it mandatory to sow the paddy around mid-June to coincide the irrigation process with monsoon, instead of the farmers depending on artificial irrigation systems, and the crop is harvested around October end, which leaves little time before having to sow the wheat, rendering the stubble useless and difficult to manage.
But To every problem exists a solution. To this particular problem exist a whole lot of them.
रिसर्च हो रहे हैं, उसका ग्राउंड लेवल पर आ रहा है और दिखने को भी है। जैसे कैप्सूल जो हमारे पूसा बिहार में जो रिसर्च हुआ है इंडियन एग्रीकल्चर रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट में, वो पूरा इंडिया में लागू किया जा रहा है और रिसर्च फाइनल हो गया है। और आईआईटी में भी रिसर्च हो रहा है, उसका भी लोगों को बताया जा रहा है, अवेयर किया जा रहा है कि इस तरह से बायो एंजाइम को आप यूज़ कीजिएगा तो डस्ट पार्टिकल्स जो बायोमास जो जला रहे हैं वो एम्बिएंट में नहीं आएगी, हवा में नहीं आएगी, जिससे मानव को प्रभाव नहीं पड़ेगा, ह्यूमन इफेक्ट कम होगी।
Diversification. The Punjab government has increasingly promoted agricultural diversification away from the rice-wheat cropping pattern towards other lucrative and water-intensive crops. In place of paddy and wheat monoculture, basmati paddy, yola, sunflower, legumes and vegetables are being pushed. Moreover, in 2006, the state also created the Agricultural Diversification Fund to promote such initiatives. Training programs. The Department of Agriculture organized a total of 5,117 farmer training camps in 2008 and 2009 at the district, block, and village levels to educate farmers on the advantages of reusing crop wastes. In addition, the government was planning demonstrations on the front lines to persuade farmers to embrace zero-till drills, happy seeders, rotavators, and the delivery of brand new agricultural equipment on a subsidized basis. 29 power plants with a combined installed capacity of 330 megawatt have been set up by PEDA on a BOO basis for private developers. Private developers are setting up these projects using cutting-edge technologies like biomethanation and combustion, among others. The facilities are made to handle a variety of agricultural wastes found in the state, including cotton stalks, paddy straw, and other agro residues.
Sugarcane can be used in the process of making biobricks, which starts with careful selection of the dry agro waste like paddy straws, wheat straws, sugarcane, bagasse, and cotton plant. This model has been tested and verified by a team at IIT Hyderabad. The sugarcane bagasse is first chopped to the desired size. A lime-based slurry is prepared and the chopped agro waste is added to the slurry and mixed thoroughly by hand or mechanical mixer to create a homogeneous mixture. This mixture is poured into molds and rammed with a wooden block to make a compact brick. These molds are left to dry for a day or two, after which the slides are removed and the brick is allowed to dry for 15 to 20 days. It takes approximately a month for these biobricks to attain its working strength. One other use of agro waste as such is its transformation into cutlery and crockery. Some innovators have been able to utilize this waste as a resource in the production of tableware, which allows them to have an environmentally sustainable model which becomes decomposable by its end use as well.
With all of the mechanisms working simultaneously, India will be able to harness the issue completely in the coming years. For a cleaner and greener country, the citizens must join hands and focus their potential to this cause.